Going to do a video on how to test our back gauge and see if it is staying consistent or creeping. So what I did is I calibrated and put it to 4 inches. I set my 0 there. So then what we'll do is go over to the control and we can type into the bend, say 12 inches, gauge enable. It'll back up to 12 inches. We could then say go to 15, gauge enable. If I push that, it's gonna go back. Then I could go back to 4, gauge enable. Check my dial and it's still real close to 0. So we can just go through and check that for different measurements and then go back to 4. We can also go in, if we go to exit, save, we could go to calibrate back gauge, which would be 1, gauge enable. So this will go back, touch off the micro switch that's in this back right corner is where the micro switch is. It'll touch off and then it will come back to, I believe, 12. So then we can test repeatability on our micro switch. So it comes back to 10, I believe. So we could push exit. We could go into run mode. Back to 4. Gauge enable. And it's sitting on 0. So as we do here, it looks like it's repeating. You could test both fingers. You could test them in different locations. We can also physically, I'm going to take and grab. So I could grab this and pull it towards me. I can get about 20, 25 out of that. If I push it away, I can get about 20. So there is play in there if you push it and pull it, but it still comes back to right at 0, a couple thou here or there, but you know, if we pushed on it. So this is something I'm going to call the AcuPress tech and check on that. But I mean, you're always going to have a little bit of backlash, but we'll check and see if that's normal to be able to pull on it and get 20, 30 thou each way. But otherwise, even if I pull on it all sorts like that, then I come back, type in 10, gauge enable, then I go back and type in 4, gauge enable, still comes back to 0. So that's how we're checking the back gauge and its accuracy on our AcuPress Advantage 10 foot by 100 ton.